Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day today. I have been loving some of the base products from Flower Beauty. Both the foundation and the concealer have become a regular part of my routine. I have put them both into a monthly thrillers and killers, or my monthly favorites if you're new here. Hello, welcome. But anyway, right now Ulta is having an awesome sale on these products. It's buy two, get one free, and I had to partake. So today I'm testing out a full face of Flower Beauty. If that sounds good to you, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. So while I am priming my lids here, I do want to mention that I'm using ColourPop No Filter Concealer for this. This shade is too light for me. It's Pharaoh 6, and I've been trying to use it up on my lids. I also want to mention that I currently have my fan going right here. It is hot as shit in this room, and I need it. So hopefully it's not too distracting. Okay, first thing before I actually get into the shadow, I'm going to apply this oil to my face. It's the Supernova Celestial Skin Elixir. It is the prettiest lavender shade and it has gold flecks in it. I'm hoping it's not too glittery. I have been eyeing this for a minute. For a while there, it was always out of stock on Ulta.com. I like to do this kind of product first, that way it has time to sink in while I'm doing my eye makeup. Do a little droppy. Smells like lavender, but like very light, and it is very oily. This is the only primer I purchased. There are 4 other primers that she makes, like a mattifying, a hydrating, but this is what I went with because I love priming my skin with oils. So like I said, I purchased all of this at Ulta just because of that sale. I did, however, go onto the Flower Beauty website. There are so many more products that I've never seen. I think Walmart also carries Flower Beauty. There's sheet masks, perfumes, all sorts of things. So there are a couple like little flecks of glitter I'm seeing. I'm hoping once I put on my foundation, maybe it will conceal that. But it did give me a luminosity to my skin, which is what I like. I like dewy skin. I don't like to look very matte. I'm very dry. Okay, this palette, I have been also dying to get my hands on it. Ever since I saw Raw Beauty Christy do this video, she did a full face of Flower Beauty as well. And I picked up Suns Blazing, this yellow shade. I cannot wait to use that. I'm definitely going to do something kind of bright today. With this, I also got one of the glitter shadows. These are called Warrior Glitter Shadow, and I got mine in the shade Flame, and it's a bright orange. So we're doing something bright and summery today. So we'll see how they work. I am very familiar with the Stila Glitter and Glows, or Shimmer and Glows. I'm obsessed with them. So I was curious to see this compared to that. And I also don't have an orange shade in the Stila Glitter and Glow. So I felt like I needed it. My least favorite thing about buying drugstore makeup is everything comes in plastic. Amanda, if you're watching, that one's for you. My sister is a dental hygienist. I open everything with my teeth. Ooh. And then this also comes with a little brush. I will attempt to use it to see how it works. It says right on here, bonus $6 brush comes with the palette. And I think I'm just going to put a little bit of a base shade down first, which would be this lightest shade here. These are pretty powdery so far. So that's a good amount of pigment there. That was pretty much just in one sweep. This brush isn't terrible either. It is very light though. It doesn't feel luxe. It feels like a drugstore brush. Kind of like a nude for me, peachy kind of tone. Still using the same brush. There is a lot of kick up here. This fan is probably going to blow some of it over, but you can see right there, they're just kind of powdery. And I'm gonna use this right around here. I didn't even really look at this palette much or think about it too much. This one I'm probably gonna have to build up. Have you guys tried Flower Beauty? What do you love? Anything you haven't loved? What do you want to try? I'm gonna pick up a different brush. This has not been awful. I'm just gonna leave it in the palette. If I was traveling, I think I would reach for it. It's not bad. This is a Spectrum B04. It's a little bit angled, and I'm gonna go in with this matte orange shade. That packs a punch. It's really pretty. I love orange eyeshadow. I love orange in general. I love this brush. It makes this like angled part just easy peasy. I'm pretty sure I still have lash glue on my eyes. That's got to be lash glue from like 3 days ago. That can't be good. Now I'm taking the B06 from Spectrum and just blending that out. I'm really worried this fan is going to be too loud. If it is and it's distracting, please let me know below. It's a July? I can't even remember what month it is. It's only July, and July and August are notoriously very hot here in Baltimore, so probably be relying on it for a little while longer. I want to deepen this up with the brown. I think I'm going to go with this deepest brown in here. This is a Spectrum A12. It's a little teeny brush, and I'm just going to kind of concentrate that at the lash line. And work it up a little bit. On my finger, I'm gonna take the matte orange and I'm gonna do the not Sun's Blazing, what's this called? Flame on top of it. I did notice just when I swatched the glitter shadow on my hand, it was like a little bit transparent, a little bit more transparent than the Stila ones. So this will give it a little bit something to hold on to. I'm not doing a cut crease today. I'll come back to that palette when I do my under eye. I feel like the one side's looking, no, this side is looking a little bit patchy. That could be me though, because I was pretty late. No, I think it looks okay. Sometimes I think things will look just fine, and then I'll go to edit it and it will look patchy. It's sometimes really hard to tell with these lights. Now the Stila Glitter and Glows dry pretty fast. I've not used this before, so I don't know how this is going to perform. I don't want any transfer, so I'm going to stay in this awkward position for a minute. And then I'm just blending that edge. It's really pretty. I really like that color. I'm just going to clean up these edges real quick with my makeup wipe. And that was pretty fast. I've only been filming for 25 minutes, so pretty quick, easy eye look. I'm going to go in with the foundation and concealer next. Then with that, I also have this powder. This is the Flower Miracle Glow Satin Finishing Powder. They also have a matte. As I said, I'm not really into the matte thing. The only thing that scares me about this is that it's going to have glitter in it. Even shimmer, I don't really want that underneath my eyes. It says, set your makeup with a veil of subtle radiance. Our satin formula absorbs oil and smooths skin with a soft focus effect. Micro pearl pigments diffuse light for an ambient glow, providing the ultimate finishing touch to your makeup. I love this packaging. That is so cute. So then you have this part inside. You can see my face. I'm so scared to make a mess. Then you have a sifter. Sorry, I know these lights block out any white. You have a little powder puff. Then you can dump your powder right into here. So that's cool packaging. I'm going to try to get this out of the way of the fan. I'll do this ahead of time so I don't have creasy concealer. Yeah, so let's put a little bit, I want to put a little bit on my hand just to see. It looks like there's shimmer in it. It's not going to pick up. but it feels very silky to the touch. I don't usually set with a lot of powder anyway. It's usually just my crease lines and then underneath my eyes. So hopefully that works well. I'm gonna go in with the foundation. Like I said, I have been loving this. This is my favorite drugstore foundation. It's the Light Illusion foundation, and I wear mine in the shade Ivory. It took me way too long to find that. You would think by now I would remember it after writing it in my descriptions a million times. I'm gonna go for 3 pumps of that. And I don't know if I've actually applied this with a brush before, so I'm going to today. This is the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. I think this is a really good shade match for me. It might be a little bit yellow. I do have to mention with these foundations, the shade range is not very good. It's pretty poor. I was thinking maybe it was just what Ulta carried, but I did check it out on the website and she needs more. Did I not say this already? If I didn't say it, when I'm talking about this is Drew Barrymore's line. When I heard she was coming out with a makeup line, I was really stoked about it. I think she did a video, was it with Tati? That was really cute. And then for my forehead and my nose, I'm gonna use my sponge just because I can be a little bit more dry there. I'm looking very dewy, probably because of that oil underneath. And I'd say this foundation is a medium coverage. You can still see all my frecklies right around here. I still have some redness on my nose that I will conceal with a concealer, duh. But I probably won't build this up just because honestly, I'm probably going to take this off even before I go to work tonight because it is so hot. My car's air conditioning does not work very well either, and it's just not worth it for me to wear foundation, so I'll probably end up taking this part of the makeup off. And then next I'm going in with the concealer. This is in the shade Fair. Also has been one of my favorites. It feels almost moisturizing. It never looks dry or cakey underneath my eyes. It's pretty thin, like I can make a pretty thin layer of it and still have it give me some coverage. But anyway, yes, Drew Barrymore. Have you guys watched Santa Clarita Diet? We started it, me and my husband. I think we watched just season 1, but I haven't taken the time to revisit it, even though I really did like it. I think it has 2 or 3 seasons now. It's cute. It's unexpected, I'd say, for Drew Barrymore. She usually does... Oh, I just went too high up there. I'll fix it. You know, I remember her as being, like, the actress from, like, rom-coms, so it's pretty cool to see her as, like, a flesh-eating zombie. She does a good job in that role. I love how glowy my skin looks. So a little bit of the powder now. The product I'm using for my cheeks is a cream blush, so I don't want to get too far over here because when you mix powder and then cream on top of it, it's not a good look and it's really hard to fix. And then look, you can just pour what you didn't use back into here so you don't make any mess. Super cute. Like, I really love this packaging. Like, I would display this on top of my vanity, and I also think it's just very convenient and very efficient. So really liking this so far. And as far as what it actually looks like, I don't see any of that glitter, so that's an A+. I'm gonna get into my brows next, which I gotta be honest, I'm a little bit nervous about. Neither one of these products have very good reviews, especially this one. This is the Tattoo Effect Brow Stain in Auburn, and then I also got the eyebrow pencil in brunette. I think this one had a little bit better reviews than the brow stain did. If you guys watch me, you already know that I typically use a brow gel, which she doesn't offer. There is some kind of bubble wax, which looks like a tinted pomade, and that really doesn't have good reviews, and they also didn't have very many colors, so I picked up these instead. I'm just going to swatch them first. I do like that the brow pencil has the spoilie on the end. So this is, oh, okay, well, I broke that. That's very creamy. This is the brow pencil in brunette. This is the Auburn Tattoo Stain, and it has a slanted tip. And that's pretty light. I don't know how this is going to go. New brow products make me so nervous. And my brows are not really in their best form right now. I'm actually getting them done on Sunday. Now that I lost that slanted tip, this is going to be a little bit more difficult. I'll probably speed this up. Sorry, I don't talk and do my brows well at the same time. That's why I usually do them before I film. Alright, I'm going to go in with the tattoo one next. I'm probably going to regret this. I'm going to start somewhere around here because I don't know how pigmented this is. I know I swatched it on my hand, but I don't know how much color is going to come out at one time. Not bad. I'm going to try to make the other eye match. I want to say the actual reviews that I saw on this, because I did look into them, I think the poor reviews had to do with it drying up fast. So of course when I store this, I'll be storing it this way to help keep it moist. I'm kind of surprised right now because I was most nervous about the powder and the brow products, and the powder looks really good. It looks very smooth underneath my eyes. It was very finely milled and it doesn't look glittery. I've used this concealer with several other powders and I think it did work really well with this one. And the brow products too, they weren't as bad as I thought they were going to be. Anyway, I'm going to move on to cheeks. I am going to be using a bronzer from Milk Makeup. This is the Baked Bronzer. It is a cream bronzer. With this one, I'm using it because Flower Beauty does make some bronzers, but I think they're only available on their website. Walmart could have them too, but I wasn't going to go over there. So I decided to just use this one. If you've never used these before, it literally smells like Play-Doh. Blush is next. I do have one of, I think they're called Flower Pots. I do have one of those blushes and I want to say it's in the shade Hibiscus. I could be wrong. I do really like that one, so I wanted to try a different formula. This is the Blush Balm Color Drops for cheeks and I bought mine in the shade Pinched. I think it's a pretty shade. It's a little bit more peachy than my bronzer, so I think you can still see it. I'm going to try to build that up a little bit after doing the other side. Again, I really like that packaging. It's not messy. Who is it that has, is it Glossier? They come out kind of quick. They can be a little bit runny. But that one comes out nice and even and in little dots, so you don't get too much. I am so glowy and I love it. It's glow, guys. It's not sweat, I promise. I got the fan on me. I'm nice and cool now. I'm not going to build it up. I'm actually going to leave it right there. I like how natural it looks. I think it looks really pretty. I'm going to need more of these. The sale is going on to the 20th. Did I say that already? If not, I'm going to have it down below as well, but I might have to pick up a couple more of these. I really like the way that looks. Next, I have a holographic palette. This is the Flower Galactic Glow holographic palette. It was between this and one other that had, I think, 3 shades in it. It had like a coppery kind of color and then a more white-based highlighter and then a pink one. I picked this one up. Okay, this is flying away. Because I like that silvery tone and I was curious to see what this blue one would do. I'm going to swatch them on my hands. I believe I was reading that you can mix them and layer them on top of each other for different effects. So I think I'm going to use the pink one, and if that's not enough, I'll do a little bit of the gold or the silver with it. I'm going to just kind of use my damp beauty blender to blend that in because it's looking a little bit like don't know if chalky is the right word. It looks like it's sitting on top of my cheek and not necessarily blending in. It's fine. It's not like amazing or anything. I want to take, do I want to use the gold? I think I'm going to use just a tiny bit of the gold one on my pinky, and I'll put that on my inner corner. Sigma E15, it's the flat definer brush. I just kind of connected to that point, and I will blend that in a minute. And then I'm gonna take the orange shade on that small brush again, and I want that right underneath. For eyeliner, I got one of these. They do have, she does have some liquid liners. There's some other kind of dual-ended thing I saw, but I just picked up one of the normal ones. It's the Forever Wear Long Wear eyeliner in the shade Brownstone. I've been trying to up my game with brown liners, but to expand my collection because I have so many black ones. And this one, I think this is what Raw Beauty Christy used in her video and raved about it. Really creamy. And I'm going to apply a little bit to the top. Does that freak anyone out? I have to ask. It always freaks me out when I'm doing it, so I imagine it doesn't look very pretty either. Mascara time. I picked up the Warrior Princess mascara. I had to because of the name. There's another mascara too. I think it's called Lash Warrior. Again, I think that's what it's called. It's gold and black. This one's pink and black. I don't really know the difference. I just saw that this one, I think the reviews were a little bit better, so I picked this one up. I like the graphic. Super cute. And that's what the wand looks like. I picked this up in black. I don't know if there's a brown. There may be a couple other colors. It's very light. Like, it's not clumpy at all. I think the lashes look pretty good. They look fluffy is maybe how I would describe it. They don't look bad. I wouldn't say it's like super, I'm getting to the age right now where, and I say age because I feel like it's an age thing, my lashes are just growing in every which way direction. I've always had these guys that grow kind of downwards, but they're getting worse. I don't know, maybe it's just me. For lips, I picked up a couple different things. I got one of the lipsticks in Cinnamon Crush. I already have one of these lipsticks and I wear it all the time. If I could remember the name of it, that would be great. I probably will in a minute. Anyway, I also got a lip liner. The lip liner is in the shade Toffee. And then I got one of these weird things. This is a mix and matte lip duo. So one side, it's a high coverage matte color, and the other one is a pearlized gloss. I want to try with these two, and if I don't like the shade, I will probably go back to the lipstick. And I didn't remember, I had to grab it. This is Spiced Petal. I will swatch it. I wear the shade all the time. I want to see what the cinnamon one looks like next to it. They look so pink on my monitor. I feel like this one is way more nude when I wear it, but okay, so I'm going to do the liner first in the shade Toffee. It's a really fine, creamy tip. And it is twist up. The Mix and Matte Lip Duo. I bought this in the shade Honey Nude. Okay, so that's what it looks like. So this is your, I'm assuming your matte end. Oh, it's lipstick. I didn't even realize it was lipstick. I thought it was a liquid lipstick. And then this is the gloss on the end. I just so wasn't expecting a lipstick. She also has several liquid lipsticks. There's a regular liquid lipstick formula and a metallic as well. I just haven't been as into liquid lipsticks lately. I still wear them, especially if I know I'm going to be like eating like popcorn or something, and we just went to the movies the other night, so I wore liquid lipstick because I know it's going to be greasy and it will run otherwise. But every day I usually like to wear a lipstick. I already have really dry skin and my lips tend to be really dry, so if I wear liquid lipstick too often, it'll just be super drying. So I'm going to go with the lip gloss next. So that's cute. It's broken. Do I think I have some lip wands. It's like very metallic, which I don't want it to be, so I'm gonna just pat it out a little bit. I think that looks really pretty. I'm just kind of bummed about that applicator. Everything else though, like I said, the packaging, some of the packaging has been really cool. It still feels like plasticky. It still feels like drugstore packaging, but I'd say it's a little bit more innovative, which leads me to this. My sister was talking about this and she convinced me to buy this. I actually haven't tried it yet, but I did buy it about a week ago before I realized the sale was going on. So this is the Seal the Deal Hydrating Setting Spray. There's also a mattifying version. And from what I understand, it is a continuous mist, or it can be if you hold it down. So it says it locks in makeup and hydrates, protects from pollution and pollution particles, moisture boosting. So that's just spritzing, and then you can hold it down a little bit slower, and it's a little bit more continual. It smells really good. Very like synthetic vanilla, but it still smells good. I just sprayed a moisture spray all over this. And here is the completed look, full face of Flower Beauty. I'm surprised. I mean, everything. There's nothing I really didn't like. I thought there was gonna be a couple duds. Now I want to go onto the website and buy more. If you actually go onto Flower Beauty as well, it's also 15% off there, like when you do your email and first time sign up, like most sites have. So in case you missed the Ulta sale or you're kind of budgeting, there is another way to save money. I want more now. I didn't really dislike anything. The only thing that I was like, was the highlighter. But I am gonna do just a quick rundown of everything and my thoughts on everything. So the Supernova Glow Elixir, I thought it was gonna look more glittery, and I really don't see a lot of glitter on my face. I'm gonna have to go outside and see if I see it then. Again, I will put a pinned comment down below. If there's anything you guys have questions about, just leave them down below. Is this any different than any other glow oil? Probably not. I think it's $15.99. It's definitely cheaper than my glow oil from Becca, so it could be a little bit of a dupe for that. And it also smells really nice. There's a hair on it. Again, the color's really pretty, and I think this will look really pretty just sitting out on the vanity. These I already know I love, so I'm not really going to get into them. I've talked about them in plenty of other videos. You can see what the coverage looks like here. I talked about having to build it up, but I think it wears so well, and I think the shade match here is really well for me. But again, my biggest gripe about these is that the shade match does suck. The concealer has very few shades as well. They're both not very good. Definitely hope she expands on this formula, the shade range for this formula, because it is beautiful. The powder really impressed me here. I already talked about the packaging and how cute I think it is, but as far as the way it actually performed, just looking underneath my eyes now, they look very smooth. I do think it gave like a little bit of a luminosity. I thought this was gonna look very powdery or maybe even chalky, because when I swatched it on my hand, it did look white, and I don't have that issue. I know I have a fair complexion though, so if you are deeper than I, you may have an issue. I would just be a little bit wary, maybe try it out. They do have a very good return program at Ulta, so if you don't like it, you could always return it, but I really like this powder. The only other dud that I had besides the lip gloss and the lip gloss breaking was the holographic palette. It's not so much a dud. I just, you know, it's not like meh, it's not like crazy blinding kind of highlight, but I think it was fine. I'll have to use this other ways. I could also use it on my lid, or I could wet them and use them as shadow, so that would be another option for me, but it's okay. This eyeshadow palette, of course, this is a first impression. I really think it was very easy to use. The yellow in here was fun. I really like the orange shade. I'm gonna have to use some of the other shades. These kind of guys have more of a purple undertone, and purples and oranges are my favorite colors to use, so this was the perfect little palette for me. I can report back and try different looks with this and let you guys know what I think. This really impressed me, the little flame glitter warrior shadow. I really love this. I definitely want to pick up more of these. They performed very similarly literally, that's one of my challenge words, to the Stila Glitter and Glows. When it went on, it took a little bit longer to dry, but once I tapped it out and it dried completely, I didn't get any kind of transfer or fallout from the glitter, and I really like the shade. Moving right along, all the lipsticks, this one and then these guys. This seems pretty similar to this one. I'm gonna have to see how it wears, but they're very moisturizing. They don't have like the longest wear time. You kind of have to have that give and take when a product is a little bit more hydrating, and they're just fine. I do like the shades that I tried out. The lip liner was fine. The eyeliner, I like the tone of it. I'm gonna have to see how it wears on the waterline. That mascara, like I said, I think it makes my lashes look pretty fluffy. I don't have very runny eyes. That sounds weird, but my eyes tend not to get like a lot of fallout or like the black specks from mascara. I just don't have very oily eyelids. I don't usually have that issue, but if I do, then I know that the product's pretty bad and I can report back. Like I said, later on down below, I can put a pinned comment if I do have an issue with the mascara, but I think it looks really nice. And then the other product I tried the brow products. I already kind of said my thoughts and feelings on those. I wouldn't say they impressed me, but I expected them not to be really great, and I really didn't have an issue. They were just fine. And then probably my favorite thing that I tried was the blush balm. I'm so iffy with cream products sometimes. They don't always play well with others. They can come out too pigmented, they can stain, they can do funny things, and I really like this one. I like the packaging. I think it was really nice and precise how I could put those tiny little dots on and blend it out. I didn't have to worry about it being too runny or making a mess. I'm definitely going to need more of these colors. And then also the setting spray, I'm going to have to see. I always say that, but I feel like I've said that 100 times already, but it's hard to say just in one shot if it's going to help my makeup last longer. I've worn this foundation so much. I know what setting sprays do help it wear better, but my skin looks hydrated. I think it looks very dewy and very glowy, and that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have tried anything from Flower Beauty, what do you love? What do you dislike? If you want to see me do this with another brand, one that is comparable in cost because I'm not made of money, I was thinking NYX or NYX or maybe even an indie brand. Sometimes those can be kind of high in price though. So anyway, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you really enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe. I thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you soon.